Now the whole earth had one language and one speech. And it came to pass as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. Then they said to one another, Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly. They had brick for stone, and they had asphalt for mortar. And they said, Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower whose top is in the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth. But the Lord, which means master, someone or something having power, authority, or influence, came down to see the city and the tower which the sons of men had built. And the Lord said, Indeed, the people are one, and they all have one language, and this is what they begin to do. Now, nothing that they propose to do will be withheld from them. Indeed, the people are one, and they all have one language, and this is what they begin to do. Now nothing that they propose to do will be withheld from them. Come, let us, capital US, go down and there confuse, a word that was changed from confound to bewilder, baffle, mystify, to be muse, perplex, puzzle, confound, to cause to become bewildered or perplexed. To confound specifically means to cause surprise or confusion, especially by acting against their expectations. To amaze, astonish, to dumbfound, to stagger, surprise, startle, stun, throw, shake, discompose. To discompose, bewilder, flabbergast, catch off balance, to blow somebody's mind, blow away, to stomp, fox, discombobulate, contradict, invalidate, negate. And confound their language, confuse their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from there over the face of all the earth, and they ceased building the city, which was changed from. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. They left off to build the city, which changed. They ceased building the city. Therefore, its name it's called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of all the earth, and from there the Lord scattered them abroad over the face of all the earth. Well, it's not this story about people being scattered abroad. Scattered abroad. Scattered abroad. Mentioned 3 times in Genesis 11, because it is about the African people, the African diaspora. And then he goes into the Shem's descendants, Shem would eventually give rise to Abram and Nahor. And Abram would represent a foreigner, right? Who went out with his wife and they went into the land of the Canaanites. And they came to Haran and they dwelt there. And it goes on to talk about how these people, Abram, will eventually take on Ham's blessings and birthrights through the land. Why? Because the Canaanites, the families of the Canaanites, right, were spread abroad. The border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, as thou comest to Gerar, unto Gaza, as goeth unto Sodom and Gomorrah and Admah, Zeboim, even unto Lasha. And these are the sons of Ham, after their families, after their tongue, their languages, in their countries and in their nations. All right? And then you go into the children of Shem. So, these are the nations that were divided. The Cushite kingdom, the sons of Ham were Cush, which is Ethiopia or the Nubian people, the people of the southern part of ancient Nubia, first mentioned in Egyptian records of the Middle Kingdom. In the Bible, it is the country of the descendants of Cush. So in Genesis 2, and we're talking about the riverways, right? And parted, it became 4 river heads. The name of the first is Pishon. It was the one which skirts the land of Havilah. Havilah is the first person mentioned in the Bible. If you look up Havilah, Havilah refers to both a land and people in several books of the Bible. The one mentioned in Genesis 2, 10 through 11, while the other place is thought to be in Africa and mentioned in Genesis 10, 7. Well, not only is it thought, but it is. It's proven. So Havilah is the first person actually mentioned, or first name mentioned in the Bible. And he's the son of Cush, offspring of Cush, which is the Ethiopian, or the Nubian people, right? The Cushite kingdoms, right? The people in the Sudan, right? The architects of the pyramids in the Garden of the Kings, or the Valley of the Kings, Moreau of Cush. They're naming the rivers, and these rivers lead down the Nile. Okay, let's do one more thing. All right, so we're going out to the world, and we're going to go to a little place. Let's go to Canaanite land, and let's go to Biblis. There goes Sidon. And you see the brick structure, the masonry, the builders. All right, let's go to Biblis. Let's go closer to Biblis. Look at Biblis. Look at the structures left in Biblis. These are the lands. These are the Canaanite structures. Can't really see here. All right, so here we go. You see the structures. Look at this. They had brick for stone. They had asphalt for mortar. Okay, so it's telling you about the style of architecture of the Canaanites. the culture that they had left behind has been incorporated into the modern structures. But all right, so Biblists, these are the history. Now, Biblists, what they were doing, the Canaanites, if you see this river here, has 4 main river heads. All right, 4 main river heads. 1, 2, 3, probably 4 here. Let's see here. 4 river heads. There's 4 main ports. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it goes down into the Nile. And you take the Nile and you take the ride down towards